place safeguards against the potential pitfalls of emerging technology. I remember during the Digi Talks, one gentleman spoke about sustainability and how important it is for those of us that are into AI and machine learning. It's important to think about how to safeguard our environment and how to protect the future of this planet with which you and I live in, to safeguard it for the future generations so that they can comfortably live in this space. So as you practice, it is only ethical to think about all other elements of the business unit, including sustainability. So if you are in it, we may give yourselves a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it's also very important that we talk about growth. And so one of the speakers yesterday mentioned or briefly spoke about growth. And if you have the stats, you realize that there are many startups and businesses in Ghana. They have the average maturity age of about 5 to 7 years. I stand to be corrected. And so most of them don't go beyond the 5 to 7 years. There are a lot of course, explanations and reasons to that. But most importantly, beyond the 7 years as a startup or as an organization, there's a need for you to push and grow your business, upscale in terms of capacity, upscale in terms of your product reach to its customers. And it's also very important for you to understand that we need to move from your local dominance to make a global impact. So all of these conversations came in, and then there were 4 key players that talked about growth. And there was also the need for academia to put a lot into research and spur innovation that is relevant for our context. Government also has a role to play, and government was also to support all of these through the adequate policy environment, venture capitalists, for investment, and the private sector to build economic growth and prosperity in various sectors of the economy. So rest assured, yesterday we really delved deep, and the key stakeholders have been thinking around how to build a robust and resilient system for you to bring in your scale to grow the digital economy, and of course also to attract other investment as well. And then you remember right after the session, after the opening ceremony, we delved into our various sessions. And to quickly run you through, there was a session for AI for All, introducing Ask Vamo Anything. And then also there was a session for potential of AI to drive digital innovation and technological transformation in Ghana. There was another session to understand decentralization scams, that is with emphasis on blockchain scams. And then there was a session with regards to trust in e-commerce, the challenges and solutions. So I believe most of you were in these sessions, and would like to pick your feedbacks, what happened in those sessions. And was there anyone in the trust in e-commerce, challenges and solutions session? Anyone here? Just show by hand. Anyone here? Just show. Don't be shy, it's fine. It's a learning environment. Anyone here? Trust in e-commerce session? Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you a question, so just feel free. Just on up. Anyone here from that session? Anyone here? Okay. Now there was a session on collaboration for strengthening the innovation ecosystem in Ghana. There was a data storytelling for media professional session also yesterday. So there were different sessions, and then let me also not forget that there was a session on shaping the future of maker spaces in Africa. Lessons learned from implementing a Western Europe, Africa payment platform. And then there was an inclusive design in digital media crafting for all audiences. Integrate digital tools into your workflow, the role of design thinking. And then esports also had a session on catalyst to digital workforce and the future of work. And then obviously we wrapped it up with DigiTalks last night, where we delved deeper and deeper into the trends and then the future of our digital space. So yesterday was very packed. Today will be on another level. Innovate, collaborate, and elevate. I thought I was going to hear a response. Innovate. Innovate. So when I say innovate, collaborate, elevate, you respond with shaping a future of endless potential. Are we ready? Innovate, collaborate, elevate. Innovate, collaborate, elevate. Shaping a future of endless potential. So let me go on X right now. And Rosemond Asma says, digital innovation must be inclusive. Thank you, Rosemond. Hashtag GDIW23. Yaudako just posted day 2 of GDIW23 ongoing. Can't wait for today's session. So let's keep the conversations going, because don't forget that we are trying to expand our economy and also to attract interest from everyone into our space. And we could only do that. We are the advocates, we are the ambassadors to push that agenda. So don't deny somebody with outside the space the information to our digital economy. Just put something on X, hashtag GDIW23, hashtag GDIW23. I'm still waiting. I'm actually refreshing hashtag GDIW23. Mazin said, I miss Selom. I did Davos MTN's presentation yesterday, but I'm here today. Great. There'll be wonderful presentations as well. We're waiting for the rest of you. Keep on tagging hashtag GDIW23. You can follow Ghana Digital Innovations Week on Instagram and Facebook as well. Well, thank you very much. So that's the Wi-Fi's name, GDIW23. Password is Let's Go Live. Connect to the internet. It's free. GDIW23. Let's go live. And make sure you go live with your comments and your feedback as well. So let's talk about the sessions yesterday. This is something that really fascinates me. I know most of you do have feedback for us. I know most of you do have POA's plan of actions committed to this cause. We want to hear from you. We want to listen to you. The leaders or the creators of the summit are here. They want to inculcate the feedback into next year's event and into the future as well. And for many of it's coming. So we want to hear from you. We want to listen to you as well. So I'll be coming down and you share with me what session you were in, and I'll be encouraging you to do so. Share your experience with us. It's a random thing I'll be doing. So, and make sure when I get to you, you don't tell me that you were not here yesterday. I have the attendance list. I know everybody who came here yesterday. So you just briefly share with me what was the experience, what was your session, what you're looking for this day, and then hi, how are you doing? Were you here yesterday? Oh, just be out. Please give him a round of applause. This gentleman. How's the experience been for you? Were you in any session? Do you remember anything?
Yes, came for the opening ceremony.
Oh, we can't hear you.
I came for the opening ceremony.
Oh, you came for the opening ceremony. Okay, so he's thinking that I won't ask him anything about the opening ceremony. What did you hear? Don't worry, anything that you heard.
I think the AI should be used more so that it will help businesses grow better.
Well, AI should be used more to help businesses grow better. Please give him a round of applause as well. Well, anybody else who share any relevant information? I would like to know the concurrent sessions ongoing. Okay, Amma is here. Amma is ready. And so we would like to know what happened in your session. You never know. Someone might want to just come to that session the next time.
Thank you. I was in the collaborative plan session. I moderated that session. And it was really exciting to see that everyone in the room wants to do something to build the ecosystem. We talked about the vision for the ecosystem and what we want this event to lead to. After all the talk, what actions do we need? And one big one from some of the young people in the room was jobs. The fact that digital technology should expand the economy in ways that delivers jobs. And they talked about passing on skills from generation to generation so that they can take their place to lead this movement into the future. So it was great. There were also a lot of talks about looking at it as socioeconomic, so not just jobs, but also inclusion and many other things. So let me put in a pitch. If you want to contribute to that collaborative plan, you can go to gdiw.com.gh/collaborative plan and contribute also.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Amma. And so we are so on. Anyone else would like to hear from you? What happened yesterday? All right, so there's a gentleman's hand up there. Please reach out to him. All-inclusive program. We want everybody to be a part of this. and we want to hear your voice. We want to see you be a part of this
Good
historic
morning.
moment. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please, I'm Dr. Ohini Asante. Yeah, yesterday I took part in the Global Business Services Summit. Yeah, and I think a greater percentage of it spoke about BPO, the business process outsourcing, and IT process outsourcing sector. And one of the impressions I had is that we have many of our graduates who don't even know there is a sector called BPO in terms of business outsourcing and all that. So I also use this opportunity to announce that there are some of these sectors that we don't pay attention to. We talk about digital innovation systems, and maybe that the only areas we know is software engineering, AI, and all that, but we cannot be in software engineering. Some of us can recruit to agencies, some of us can also consult for infrastructure institutions. So that's one of the things that I saw was missing out, because at that particular section, that's committee hall 2, and we didn't get much of turnout. Many people were not there. So I think we can pay attention to that. Thank you so much.
Well, for most of the markets we are trying to learn from, BPO is a big thing there, and they're exploring it. So I think it's a very relevant feedback as well. So any other person? We haven't heard from you this side. All right, so there's a gentleman here. Please move to him.
Good day, everyone. My name is Precious Elisha, into Web3 community managing. So I attended the blockchain scam session yesterday. We did had about some number of people turn up, but regarding what you said about my suggestion, I would really want future event to have the blockchain discussion as a major panel discussion, because I mean, blockchain is a technology. People are focusing on tech. This is a tech event, right? And I think not many people have discovered Web3 as a whole. So putting this kind of discussion as a major panel discussion would really help, like, build further on the Web3 and even AI, blockchain, and everything. And one other thing I want to say is that many people from interaction are kind of taking a step back from blockchain because of they think blockchain is only limited to cryptocurrency, and they've been scammed somehow. So I would really encourage people, all the organizers of this event, to like concentrate on educating people about blockchain, cryptocurrency, so people will know that there is a whole world more than cryptocurrency and blockchain. Thank you.
Well, thank you too. I like the way we are advocating for our various fields.
Thank you very much. My name is Malik Majino Herrera. I'm an environmentalist. I was at the University of Ghana's section that talks about using AI to drive digital transformation. But I was only disappointed in one aspect, that the AI cannot stop the students from kind of living clean life, because if they have already been taught to keep the environment clean and they cannot, and they are not abiding by it, then AI cannot help them to keep the environment clean. So with that in mind, I was wondering if we can use this conference to leverage on technology, so that all the over 200 people that will be attending the COP28 in Dubai can actually do it virtual, so that we can use that money for something good, because it's like people are traveling instead of practicing what they preach, and they are attending recycle conferences of things that they're supposed to do. So if we can actually leverage on this conference and tell all those who are going to sit at home and then do the negotiation, we would have saved some money. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. So we'd still like to hear from you. Please move on X before you come in. Please move to X and then share your comments. Please do so. Hashtag GDIW23. Move to X and then share your comments. Can we hear from you, please?
Okay, I'm Rosamond Asma, and my take home yesterday was the fact that we should think about sustainability anytime we think about digital innovation. So you should be ready to do something that will last long And then you shouldn't think you can do it alone. No man is an island, so you should think of collaborating with people who share in your vision and then who have the same interest and people who are ready to invest in whatever you want to do. And then we saw some of our friends, when they started, it wasn't easy for them, but they were persistent, they were determined, and then they were willing to do something to bring a positive change in society. So no matter how hard it gets, keep going, keep working hard, and then things will become better. Thank you.
Believing in the future, keep going, keep working hard. Let me go to X and read. Prof. Francis says that GDIW 23, the very best and most important platform for our generation. Keep tweeting, keep sending your messages, put it on X. We're reading it. Abdul Abbas says, I met beautiful people yesterday, hashtag GDIW23. So keep the conversations coming, keep it running, keep the text coming on X, hashtag GDIW23. All right, can we hear from you?
Hello, my name is Thomas Abuga, aka Tom Vibe. I'm a community developer and an activist, especially when it comes to climate change. Yesterday was amazing, very amazing. I was very grateful to be part of Digital Week Ghana 2023. Yesterday, I came for the opening ceremony. I listened to a lot of presentations from the panel, and it was very great to take things away. But my recommendation for this week is that when we are organizing events like this, we should let it reflect the ground. We shouldn't always let it be borrowed ideas. We come, sit, blah, blah, and go. What is our take home? What is the youth going to do when we go back? Yesterday I heard Ghana, from the percentage in the digital world, is 7%. How are we going to grow it to 10, 20, or thereabout, so that we can contribute to the development of this country? I think with these weeks, we need to empower some of the youth to go back and bring reports the next time we are coming. We shouldn't be blah, 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 and go. We should act and act now. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Can we give him a round of applause? And so beyond the conversations, and that's one of our key focus this year, beyond the conversations, what are we doing? What is the plan? And so the team has come up with a very good implementation plan. It will be shared with us. We'll also need your feedback as well. It's very important. We'll take one more person because of time. We also need your feedback behind the tags you're wearing. There's a QR code at the end of today's session. Please make sure you scan them and then share your feedback with us. It's very important. It will help us grow and be better and do better for you next year. Can we take the last submission, please?
Hello, my name is David Kujo. So I was here for the last session, DigiTalks, and during that session, my take home was that when we are comparing the amount of energy released from cloud computing on our phones and devices to that of the carbon or energy released from cars, it's 10 times that of the cars that we use. So the lifespan that your car has, the amount of energy that it will be releasing in 10 years, iCloud computing releases 10 times of that. So my take home is that while we are innovating and trying to come up with good and great things, we should be mindful of the climate and we should be sustainable as possible. Thank you.
Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. Can we give ourselves a big round of applause once again? Thank you so much. This is a kind of engagement we talk about. People who are proactive, people who are ready to elevate, people who are ready to collaborate. And this is the audience that we have. And I take so much pride in all of you. Thank you so much for your feedback. Thank you for your contributions. And let's continue with that. Let me go back online. Hashtag GDIW23. Udi says that I regret missing the first day, but I hope to learn something today. Definitely, you will learn something today. Let's keep the conversations going. And don't forget to use the hashtag to also invite your friends, colleagues, and family members, anybody, and invite them to be a part of this conversation and this summit as well. So please make sure you send your invitations using the hashtag GDIW23 on X, on Instagram, on Facebook. Take a picture. Even on X, take a picture, take a video, invite a friend, invite a colleague, invite anybody who is interested in building our digital economy. Invite all your friends and loved ones. How about today? It is day 2. We expected to have a great time. We expected to innovate. We expected to collaborate and elevate. So please take note of the following sessions. Please take note of the following sessions and the meeting rooms as well, so that you can go to the right place at the right time. Take note of the following announcements. From 10 to 11 a.m. in Committee Hall 1, Ashesi University is having a session on exploring the Ashesi innovation ecosystem. Committee Hall 1 from 10 to 11 a.m. For the same committee room, after that session from 11 to 12, Motive Innovation Village Creative Panel is having a session on creating an enabling ecosystem for the creative economy in Ghana. Then after that, in that same room, 1 to 2 p.m., that's Committee Hall 1, Impact Investing, GIIRIC, is having a session on collaboration. So take note. For that same room, from 2 to 3 p.m., Growth Africa Frontiers will have a session on small growing businesses. That's Committee Hall 1. Committee Hall 1 at 3 to 4 p.m. will host DigiCap Ghana Project GIBT AFOS Foundation on career support for female in technology. So take notes, 3 to 4 p.m. Now at 4 to 5 p.m. in Committee Hall 1, 8 Geeks at Law will host a session on the law as an enabler of digital innovation. So if you want to know the policies and everything that drives digital innovation, please move to Committee Hall 1 from 4 to 5 p.m. Now in Committee Hall 2, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. the entire day, we're having the BPO Summit. So if you are interested, please move to Committee Hall 2. If you want to be part of the BPO Summit, GBS is hosting that session. Now let's come to meeting room 1. This morning at 10 to 11 a.m., UNCDF is hosting a session on Ghana, the FinTech's perspective. So if you're interested, you move to meeting room 1 from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. In meeting room 1 at 11 to 12 noon, Gig Economy is hosting a session on work. Gig Economy is hosting a session on work. In meeting room 1 from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., Fair Forward is hosting a session on artificial intelligence for precision agriculture in Ghana. Fair Forward is hosting a session from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. on artificial intelligence for precision agriculture in Ghana. IDIA in meeting room 1 is hosting a session on equity and innovation in digital transformation, bridging the divide from 2 to 3 p.m. So take note, 2 to 3 p.m. IDIA is hosting that session. Now in meeting room 1, Studio 3 Animation / Digital Fashion is hosting a session on fashion and amplifying brand engagement in the digital era. So if you're interested in that, at 3 p.m. you can join the team in meeting room 1. From 4 to 5 p.m. in meeting room 1, InnovTech STEM Center is hosting a session on unlocking STEM potential, robotics training session. Unlocking STEM potential, robotics training session. Meeting room 2, from this morning at 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m., Make IT in Africa is hosting a session on mainstreaming climate change actions from 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Mainstreaming climate change meeting room 2. After that meeting, in the same room, Podcast is hosting a session on lessons from Ghanaian startups that failed. So if you want to be equipped with all the lessons to boost and sustain your business, you can join Podcast in meeting room 2. Mesty is hosting a conversation on who will finance Ghana's innovation at 3:30 to 5 p.m. in meeting room 2. in meeting room 3, Indelible Arts this morning will be hosting Sharing the Narrative from 10 to 11 a.m. Indelible Arts, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Please take note, Sharing the Narrative. Meeting room 3, AMP Health and Ghana Health Services hosting a conversation from 11 a.m. to 12 noon on digital innovation. GIZ Ghana in meeting room 3, Digital Transformation Center for GIZ Ghana will be hosting conversations on DTC coordination workshop from 12:30 to 3 p.m. in meeting room 3. Please take note, 12:30 to 3 p.m. meeting room 3, DTC coordination workshop. Now in the same room after that workshop, GFA Consulting will host a session on digital services. So please take note as well on digital services from 3 to 4 p.m. And DTC Nigeria from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. in meeting room 3 will host a session on cooperation, a tool for digital transformation in Nigeria. Are we excited for day 2? Are we excited for day 2? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're excited, oh, okay, I can see the excitement here. People are still sharing their stories on X. Saliba says, I missed yesterday's session, but following the opening ceremony on YouTube was enough motivation to move from the Bono region to make it for day 2. Welcome. All the way from Bono region. Please, a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. The wealth of knowledge from participants could not be ignored, contribute to Ghana's digital transformation. Hashtag GDIW23. Please continue with your conversations. Hello guys, have you heard of the Ghana Digital Innovation Joy? Adevo is inviting people to come. It's happening live at the Accra International Conference Center. Don't miss it. Hashtag GDIW23. Innovate, collaborate, elevate, shaping the future of endless potential. Bernard Voices saying that innovate, collaborate, elevate, and he's also inviting people for GDIW. So don't forget to invite your friends, don't forget to invite your colleagues and your mates as well to join in this conversation. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, we wish you the very best for today. Enjoy yourselves, make the very best of the opportunity that comes your way. And don't forget that the digital experience we are all looking for in the future should be seamless, it should be easy, and it should be much more personalized. Once again, innovate, collaborate, elevate. Oh, I didn't get a feedback. Innovate, collaborate, elevate. Innovate, collaborate, elevate. All right. Once again, thank you very much for coming. And then we'll definitely not leave here without a selfie. So pick up your phones and let's do a selfie. First of all, you do a selfie. And then we'll do a group selfie. We post it with a hashtag. And we call it a wrap for the morning. So can we do so? Pick up your phones. Switch to the photo session on your phone. Do a quick selfie. Individual selfie and post it. Hashtag it, don't forget. I like what Ima and Doreen are doing now. So do a sign with innovate, collaborate, and elevate. And then I'm waiting for it. Do a selfie. Do a very nice selfie. All right, you come. Let's do one here. Do a very nice selfie. Good. So with the hashtag GDIW23, please take note. And then can we do a group selfie? Can we all come together, do a group selfie? A big one here. And then we'll all post it. Yeah, can we all stand up? Come this way. Let's do a group selfie. Everybody, let's come together. Let's come together. Okay, so stay where you are. We'll do it from this end. All right, it's easier from that way. All right, so stay where you are. We'll pick the selfie from that end, and then we'll post it. Hashtag GDIW23, innovate, collaborate, and elevate. So are we ready? I'm just hoping my phone will be able to capture everybody here. All right. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. I like the cheese. All right, I prefer the video actually. So 3, 2, 1, we're doing innovate, collaborate, and elevate. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Innovate, collaborate, elevate. Thank you very much, guys. All the best for the day, and then make the best. Go shine and make us proud. Thank you. All right, so there's a wonderful motivation package for all of you posting on Twitter. So don't forget, your selfie should be there. Post it. The best selfie definitely is getting something by the close of day. So post it, hashtag it, and let's move the conversations. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.
Awesome time. Yes, don't forget to tweet, don't forget the hashtags, and I'll be showing you the different halls and the different topics being presented in those halls.